Hello, Reckoning7, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3 of our Spanish nautical adventure in the late 1940s. And of course, we are now resting calmly at peace after we decided to have a quick, short, sharp war to get rid of naval treaties, which can be fun, but also do bog the game down a bit if they go on too long. And so we are freed of that, but we're still working our way through the tangle of international diplomacy and the big alliance webs that are going on. I did have a look through a couple of other things. So actually I was quickly looking at this show history button, which I think is always fun to have a gander at. And you can see your kind of your country's progress through the years. You see the various wars we've fought, a couple of early ones. Big long one we had with America, which is fairly indecisive. And then, the latter ones, Italy and France and France and France. And then this last one we've had just here, showing you the big gap we had in the late 30s, early 40s of an altogether far too peaceful world. That's been an interesting little view of our journey. I was looking at the economy page, which is interesting. And it's not the easiest to see here because America is white, which is obviously a terrible colour to try and look at in this thing. But as you can see, you might just see it faintly up here, the white line. So America's economy is miles ahead of everybody else. Then you've got Germany and Britain are essentially kind of tied somewhere down here. And then we've got Japan and then ourselves. So then us and Japan are actually very close. And then you've got France in this kind of purpley one down here. So we have now, since our last proper war with France, officially overtaken France's economy. So we should be trucking towards having a larger fleet than them. We're certainly not there yet. I'm seeing the almanac, 400,000 tons. We're sitting at 286, but we are starting to pump out a little bit of tonnage. And you see our naval budget there, indeed, is much more than France's. So we should overtake them and probably in the not too distant future be able to handle a France-Italy or France-Austro-Hungary alliance without too much of a concern, be able to take that on. The other thing I did want to just quickly have a look at is you can see this fleet tonnage. Again, we're kind of miles behind everybody else. If we go to the actual right years we're looking at up here, yes, again, Britain miles out in front, America, again, this line you can barely see here, and then into Germany, and then Japan, and then France, and Italy, and is it Austro-Hungary, and then ourselves. So yeah, we're a bit behind on pumping out the tonnage to kind of embiggen things. But anyway, fun little graph to play around with. Good. Other things I want to mention. Actually, super, super good comment from Terok, who pointed out that between our design and laying down our two El Choco class, we got two 1% weight savings. I think it was weight savings on hull, if I remember correctly. Now, ordinarily, I don't tend to really change the design too much between the initial design and the build when you get a tech. Because often, it's not 1% of the whole weight, it's 1% just of your kind of, savings on the hull in this particular, or maybe armor or engines or whatever. And certainly for smaller vessels, it doesn't often actually add to too much. But the fact there was two of them, and the fact these are 40,000 ton vessels, it goes to show that it does actually make quite a big difference. And if we go back to design ship and we open up the El Choco, we can see that it actually gives us 200 tons, which, let's be honest, is not something to sniff at. And we can use that quite effectively to really increase for example, the AA power of it. We can slap on a whole bunch more AA positions and make her much more defensible, which is, frankly, and to be honest, probably what I'm going to do to spend the on. Actually, I might pump her main ammo up just a scooch to 120, and then we'll put the rest into AA positions. Oh, and we end up with a 0. How perfect does that feel? So there we go. I think there was also a comment about checking out impact of other engine types as well. Actually, gas turbine does well for us. Do we have gas turbine? I don't think we do we? No, didn't think so. We'll just go back to our oil turbine. Good. So I think this is a pretty nice way to end up with our lovely little El Chocos here. So it has allowed us a few more rounds per gun, and a lot more AA positions. You know what? No, I'm going to go back down to 115. I think we're going to get more value out of a bunch more AA positions than we would out of 5 rounds on a gun. Because the number of times I expend my entire main ammo from a large caliber warship, I don't know, I could probably count it on one hand the number of times it's really mattered. It happens a lot maybe in... I've seen it with cruisers where we've run out of ammo, such prolonged duels, but yeah, your battleships tend not to be in the fight for long enough, especially as we get more and more accurate, we get more and more work done. So maybe we could just do that, and I will throw some extra weight in somewhere else. We've got, what, 100 tons left over? Now, we maybe don't want to use it all. Well, what else have we got coming on? I actually don't know. Couldn't sneak in an extra pair. Well, actually, we could sneak in an extra pair. We just did that. Ooh. Okay, and that's going to increase our HA quite a bit, I think, presumably from 27 up to 31. That's quite nice. It looks ugly as sin. Can we do that, please, and tidy them up? Where do you put them? I can't see them on this model. So we've got, show me the turret arcs. Can you show secondary arcs? Not sure. Alright, I'll not worry too much about it. They've been put somewhere. Excellent. Okay, and I think it's much better use of our weight. So we'll go ahead. And I think we'll lock that in. Oh, you wouldn't get upset with me because we already have a name for this. So what I'm going to do is actually come at this. Because importantly, we haven't put any time into this yet. I don't know why I've actually put this on accelerated construction for some reason. But anyway, we have not put any time. We literally just laid these down. So I'm quite comfortable in saying we're going to cancel these. Crap. Boom. And we don't lose any money. And then we can go with the new design. They'll allow me to keep the same name as well when we do it. With an extra pair of turrets. 1, 2, 3, auto place. Yeah, they just vanished. I might move them around a little bit. But anyway, I'm not worried too much. So I wouldn't mind something a little further forward. And a bunch more medium AA. That's interesting. Why is it not 0 this time? We literally opened the exact same design. That's very interesting, actually. Huh. Okay. Peculiar. Alright, one light 8. No, I'm just it annoys me having one. Even though gamefully, from a game perspective, it makes sense to stick one on rather than not have one, but it seems silly. So we're just going to park the 4 tons. That'll do. Okay, beautifully done. Save and finish. Yeah, that's fine. We have to take 3 is okay. Ships are built to okay. Let's just go with the El Choco Mark II, even though we don't have any others. Done. Yeah, I know. Yes, so I'll take 1 more month and then we can get those things built. Beautiful. Excellent. I think that was everything I wanted to do. How's our air doing? Not your groups, aircraft types. We're in 47. What's the oldest one we've got at the minute? Technically a fighter. Why don't we see if we can get a new fighter aircraft? What's the range we're looking at the minute now? 271 on light versus our dive bombers, 312. And our torpedo bombers of 2... Okay, so we're certainly in range for torpedo bombers. Dive bombers a little bit further. So I don't need to focus on range. Probably just, yeah, speed and maneuverability. Let's make them agile. Okay, go and do it. Okay, they want more contracts. I will give you more contracts, trust me. A whole bunch of people refinished their rebuilds. Oh, who's this? Akeo of Adalbear. You're not one of us. Well, I'm sure Adalbear was captained by someone from our comments. I wonder what's happened. Probably promoted as usual. You get promoted and have no ships to go work on. Anyway, he shot Dinges. Outrageous of the LAO in a hunting accident. Fortunately, Dinges is expected to make a more or less full recovery. And rumor has it was some rivalry over a woman. Right. Well, you're going to be expelled from the service, Akeo. How dare you shoot one of our own? Okay, we're close to getting jet aircraft and carriers. Interesting one, because if you have them on smaller carriers, they take up 1.5 aircraft's worth of space. So I'm going to have to do some playing around to decide where the kind of sweet spot is for moving to jet aircraft and carriers. Okay, the BBL Coco Mark II is ready for construction. Let's go for the build screen. I would like 2 of these, please. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get our names sorted. We are going to be El Coco, which is the bogeyman. And since we're on that kind of vein, we can have the devil as well. So bogeyman and the devil, which I quite like that. That pleases me. And we're still 1 million in the good, so we can absolutely expand our fleet. We probably want to knock out a few more just colonial corvettes, just to take the load off some of the foreign station requirements. Useful when you're running out of money, but I mean, the maintenance of these things is almost nothing. So yeah, let's knock out a few more of them. Do we have the design on the go? Probably not. No, we don't. All right. Let's just knock out one of you. I would like a Corvette. I just auto design, that's fine. And then we'll bump you up to our 1600. Colonial service. We'll slow you down. That's what you're putting on here. What have we gone with for our... We've gone with minesweepers mainly. No, mine layers. Yeah. All right. Which I think makes sense because these guys are more likely to be overseas, so there's no point in them necessarily clearing minefields. You want that maybe more in your trade protection ones, maybe. I don't know, but I think they're more likely to be places we're not necessarily fighting. But ASW, I think, is a great use for them. And sure, you can throw in some mines. Does holding mines affect your ASW value? No, minesweeping gear does, it halves it, but mines themselves do not. So yeah, okay, go lay some mines. That works for me. DC storage, DC throwers. Okay. These are probably not the cheapest ones, it's not the most min-maxy, but I feel like I always feel it's a little bit almost too gamey when you really make corvettes that essentially go at 17 knots and do nothing else. Right, save and finish. I don't know. I mean, okay, I suppose. Yep, get them and go, and we'll build maybe half a dozen. Okay, light jet fighter. Joke. Yeah, and we can now have jet-capable aircraft carriers. I would like some bigger aircraft carriers. Invade better, which might be useful. Alright, go to build screen. Please build me half a dozen. Got 4 in service at the minute. We do need some for maybe not Southeast Asia because we're keeping a force there. Certainly Baltic, the Caribbean, and yeah, that's maybe it. Over half a dozen for just now. That should give us enough because I think we need... Yeah, that might be just enough because I believe we need 4 in the Baltic and 2 in the Caribbean. I think we can check. I'm going to do things properly. Let's do it properly. West Africa needs 2. Caribbean needs 3 actually, and you need 4. So I need more than 6. I need 7. And it's probably useful to have a spare. And let's make a couple of spares. Yeah. And then we can bring all our colonial cruisers home or do something with them. We are now losing money, but that's okay. These things will be knocked out. relatively quickly. I say relatively quickly. It's a year and a half. I had it in my head I was going to build those a lot quicker, but okay. Anyone else need upgrades while we're here? We had been upgrading people's radar control. Yeah, but we need to get you replaced before we can bring you back to do that. That makes sense. And no one else is... Oh, your showing is obsolete. So you need to come home for liquor paint. Open it for rebuild. Unfortunately, losing weight, probably because planes are getting heavier, might be a thing. I mean, at some point, I think we should just get rid of you for all you can give us. I mean, essentially, yeah, you're doing a bit of scouting, but then as radar becomes more prevalent, I'm not sure how crucial that is, but we'll keep you for just now, just because I don't usually play around with tenders. Is there much we could do to try and save this space? Well, the problem is this is going to cost us like 700. If we want to bring this down, I can't even bring it down really meaningfully. Actually, cost doesn't really go up. It's just the time, which is interesting. But it doesn't really change the numbers very much without probably losing a plane, which is more than I want to give. So let's cancel this, and we'll see if we can get away with just the minus 16 tons. Save and finish. Actually, here's an interesting one. Can I retrofit a catapult on you? Where are you? Probably aft center line? Kind of. Yes. That's almost 1%. That's only 1%. Pah. That's fine. Alright. No, not being 1% overweight is not so bad. I wish I was there myself. Japes. Right. Good. Everything was okay. We might get a foreign station warning when Sisney moves off station, but we'll have a look and we can deal with that. British government would like to buy the rights to shipboard aircraft operation deck launched interceptors. Oh, okay. I will take your money, Britain, because you're going to get it eventually. Better subs. I still don't really have any subs, do we? None. Not a single one. Ooh, Japan's gone fascist. Interesting. Fighter type aircraft on attack missions will use rockets on a medium low route. Cool. Alright, this is new for us. And medium bombers might carry guided bombs. Ah, interesting. Suspect there's going to be some large violent conflicts shortly, which could be quite interesting. Almanac, show me. We are fascists, so we might become friends with Japan because they're also fascist. Germany's still limited democracy, as is most other people. Italy's gone fascist as well, but probably will hate us forever because of historic animosity. Understandable. Okay, new speed. Limited capability to heavy main guns. Probably not going to use that. Sisney has finished her reconstruction. As a result of additions during rebuild, she's lost a knot of speed. Ugh. Right, I guess 1% does matter between friends. What are you doing to now, Sisney? Okay, actually, you're still going at 25 knots, which is not as terrible as at first it might appear. So please head back out to Southeast Asia, because that's where you live. What else have we got out there with you? Adalbert's out there, actually. And that's it. I should probably put some kind of cruiser. Actually, I'll send our two colonial cruisers out there once we get our replacement corvettes. That seems like a nice, sensible force to have in that direction. Okay, better torpedo bomber from Japan and Britain. Oh yeah, we finished expanding the Philippines. What an absolute vanity project, but it's done now. It just feels right. It's going to have no bearing on us in the game. It's probably a waste of money. But gosh darn it, I wanted to do it. Hey, he's put it in the black again. Excellent. Oh, but then bloomin' Parliament comes along. Okay, Italy's rocking out some jet fighters. Oh yeah, I wanted to check. For our jet fighters, which we're almost finished developing. What's a new one? What is your kind of ranges? 236. Okay, it's getting there. Just think we may want to have eventually put some of these in our existing air bases. And again, we may look at what is our actual airbase size in around the Mediterranean here. Okay, 14 Tunis, 14 Bone, 14 Palma. And I did say I don't want to go crazy with air bases, which is true. But the ones we're having as our main ones, we probably do want to build up a little bit, which we kind of said was Saint Florent, Cagliari, and Tunis is this kind of like eastern wall. Why don't we give them a little bit of love? Let's expand the airbase in there, and where are you, Cagliari? You're here. Let's expand you as well. I might just get rid of the one in Sfax. Don't think we need it, to be honest. Don't think it's adding anything to us. We do have a backup one in Bone already. Yeah. Not costing us a lot of money, but worth getting rid of. Which one is it? This one? No. This one. I think. Airbase in Sfax. Airbase Sfax. Crap. Yes, thank you. The only other one I would maybe consider expanding is it Santander we have it? Here we go. Oh, actually we have Ferrol and Santander, okay. I was thinking, I thought we had just one main one out there, but that's fine. So a little bit of expansion, but nothing too crazy. I don't want to go over the top with the planes. Okay, we'll give Palma because that's such a good position there as well. Ideally, we want to stop fighting the Mediterranean because it becomes crazy air battles all the time. Which is going to be great, I suppose, because it's really a good thing you can leverage in your favour, but you know, it's not as fun as big fleet combats. Internal upheaval in the Falklands. Who would ever expect that? If we send an expedition force, we could take it as a colony. However, tensions may increase. I mean, frankly, that's hilarious. Yes, the islanders clearly feel Spanish. A multinational force arrived. Ugh, my aim has been thwarted, and I lost the prestige. Ah, dear. Okay, new fighters. What are you doing for us? Improved range, mainly, apart from the bottom one, which is good. In fact, these ranges are much improved. That's huge. So you'll be able to cover the new, the existing dive bombers as well as torpedo bombers. Let's see, toughness improved as well, firepower improved. So it's definitely in the top two. So I lose 12 nautical miles here. So that's speed. This is my range. I lose quite a lot more than that. 14 nautical miles here, but I'm a bit tougher. Do I really need to be going out to 375? I don't know. Not currently. No, let's just say no. Chance of me having engagements beyond the 300 nautical mile range are pretty slim. Fleets are pretty close in this. It would allow us to have more cap. Land-based cap, which we can call upon. That's something we probably do want to play around with. But no, I think that's ample, and it's nice to get extra bit of toughness. Are you all in reserve? Ah. No, you weren't. Okay. That was a bit of a waste of money, but that's fine. We will probably want to expand our naval aircraft a little bit, but I don't want to go too crazy. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, good. We're starting to see the end of these alliances. Okay, better medium bomber. Yes, I know everyone's planes are better than mine. So, France still has Austro-Hungary, which is, you know, not a great threat. And America, which is a great threat. So that's a real issue. I mean, we could have a quick war with Italy, which is fun, but it doesn't really get as much beyond war reps, which are always good. Yeah. So, and the game does, for whatever reason, like to throw us at war with Italy. I mean, theoretically, we could go and we could take Greece and we could take Albania and we could just be like, Mediterranean's ours, bruh. But I can't believe you just said that word. But I don't know if I want to necessarily force that. I'd rather go after France, but we will have to wait until the American alliance comes off. We could have maybe a quick war in the meantime. Why not? Everyone loves a quick war. I'm being infected by slang from my young son, who gets it from all the terrible YouTuber influencers. Why can't he just watch me over and over again? Sorry, I've gone completely off topic. Okay, some officers are concerned with 2 through destroyers to protect their battleships. Okay, I think you are highly likely to be right. Oh no! Hang on, anti-Spanish rebellion in the Baltic states? No! I loved having the Baltic. I mean, partly because I thought it was the Balkans when it first came up, but it's just been so bizarre. It's been brilliant. Please don't go. We've enjoyed having you as part of our empire. Again, I know of no real way to influence these rebellion events. We'll park some fleets there and hope that makes a difference. It feels very just RNG based, but we'll see. Okay, the government is concerned about tensions leading to war. I mean, okay. What are we going to do? I mean, we're definitely going to call out somebody. Who are we going to call out? Actually, would I mind a war with Japan? I don't think there's anything Japan has that I want. Annoying. In terms of territory. Because we're not really looking to break into Northeast Asia in terms of new sea zones, and they don't really have anything else. I do want to steal some stuff from China if we get a chance. Is that last French holding? Well, a couple last French ones. Again, America and Britain, we're going to have to do it at some point, just for fun. Maybe disastrous, but that's what we're here for. But not yet. So what are our choices? So Germany, sure. Austro-Hungary, again, no real point. Great Britain, Italy, France, USA, Japan. I think we're just going to have to go beat up Italy. The old whipping boy until we can get a fight we want. Also because I think Germany and Austro-Hungary have an alliance, which would then pull in France, which may then pull in America. Which is not good. I mean, we could go toe-to-toe with Japan. Unless we could... No, I don't want to break out and start and take my Koreas and stuff. Well, I don't want to try and concentrate our holdings here. Okay, Italy is. I completely misread that, didn't I? Oh my word. That wasn't a who do you want to fight. That was who should we make friends with. I'm such an idiot. We should have made friends with Germany. It would have been a useful ally. Not really need them, but they're not someone we're competing with. I'm so very upset that I've done that. I wonder how many of you are there screaming at the screen going, Requin, you idiot. Okay, but look, they're fascist, we're fascist. We did say originally we were just going to split the Med between us until they got all uppity and we ended up in another war. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Things I would like to do first. Right, who do I have in the Baltic? I have got a couple of ships actually hanging out there. Again, I don't know if it can make much difference, but why don't we send... You guys are both on active fleet. Let's move you... Let's use the M key here. No, I don't want to merge. I want to move them up to the Baltic. See if that makes an improvement. We will need to build some new destroyers. We'll have to probably wait till those guys are done in 9 months, and then we'll lay down a batch, another half dozen or so. We want to sell ships to South America. Go for it. I'm happy with money. Oh, bit of skip bombing, okay. Again, low tensions, not ideal. Ooh, autoloaders. They are interesting. Okay, so we might. Do I want to do auto-loaded destroyers? That is tempting. It's either you kind of go probably 5-inch dual purpose, focused on anti-air, or we could give them a little bit more bite with the 6-inch shotgun. Certainly, next cruisers we lay down are going to have them. We can now do skip bombing. Excellente. Japanese government would like to buy thermal mechanically treated armor materials. Have at it, my friends. They've got an improved dive bomber, which goes a bit further, is a bit more firepower, carries a slightly bigger bomb. Okay, I agree with all those things. I need to do more plane stuff. So next up, full plane scout, which we do. We have a couple of these. No, we don't. What am I using in my seaplane tender for patrolling? Tell me. What is in the Sisney? Because I thought they would be floatplane scouts. Does it tell? I mean, it won't tell me here. It just tells me number of aircraft. And you're not in any of the. Excuse me. You're not in any of the air groups, unless it just doesn't count it in that screen for some reason. Huh. Interesting. Okay, but I'm pretty sure we do have some of these, even though it tells me I have 0 in service. But they're next on the list. We'll just work through it. All you need to be is. I mean, your range is probably massive already. Actually, no, it's not. All right. Go far, be tough. Don't get shot down. That'll do. Okay, I've stolen some details on torpedo bomber. And the US floatplane scout, the Republic Tornado B. Okay. And some data from medium bomber. Combat radius 800 nautical miles. Yeah, those medium bombers again up there. And a bit more weight saving on machinery. Weight saving on machinery. Oh, effective camouflage. Reduce enemy hit chance. Cool. Go for those cool zigzag ones from World War I. Better radar for air search. That's okay. Technology is buzzing along nicely. Yes, I know I need more destroyers. I will build more destroyers, but our build list is full and our money is low. No, our money's low. Our balance is low. Our monthly balance is low. Our funds are fine. Okay, scientists being scientists. Better EP protection is nice. Okay. Stop telling me about that, I know. Stop stealing my money. Oh, God. Come on, Baltics. Chill, man. We're bros. US government's going to sell us rights to submarine snorkel. I don't really care about that. So actually I'm going to say no. Counterintelligence believes that Japan has stolen technology from us. Oh, what should we do? We should complain thoroughly. I mean, we're not going to jump up into war, and yeah, I don't want to kind of roll over and accept it. It's not how we do things around here. I have got high spying in Japan. Do I need high spying in Japan? This seems excessive. They are very advanced. So that seems fine. My spying in China is just to try and annoy them to maybe have a war. Similar with France, but I don't actually want a war with France right now. Italy and Germany would like to buy some stuff. That's fine, Italy. Even if you have all the technology, you're still not going to win a war against me. And we're friends right now. We're friends. It's not what I thought I was signing, but we're friends. Oh, there's the camouflage there. Some corvettes, beautiful. And more fighter knowledge, right? Haha, we stole technology and France is upset. Okay, a bit of torpedoes. Okay, 3-inch all loaded. Ah, huzzah! Thank you, El Generalissimo. We've crushed the rebellion. Beautiful. Right, you guys can come home. Please go back to... where should we put you? I think just Northern Europe's okay. You don't need to come back to the Med. We'll have some people based out of our northern coast there. Good, so we've finished our corvettes, just about. We're still bleeding money a little bit, so we need to watch that. We've got 14 months, so we can certainly afford our current spend rate, but not much more than that. I hoped we'd have freed up a little bit more money when these things finished. I don't really care about you working up, so we're going to take 4 of you are going to head off to the Baltic states. And I needed 3 of you to go to Caribbean. Off you go. A couple more corvettes, so we're just going to chill out for that. Japan and Austro-Hungary have signed an alliance. Fair enough. And France would like to buy some anti-air stuff. Again, I'm okay with selling this. If we're like immediately about to go to war with them, maybe not, but right now this is fine. Ooh, auto-loaded dual-purpose 3-inch guns. That sounds kind of fun, to be honest. Ooh, missile tech. Yes, please. All right. Now we're going to have to work out how we fit missile launchers on our boats. Okay, more plain things which are of no real consequence right now. How are we? We're still a year away for our lovely big battleships. Money's fine, but not really fine enough to lay down a whole bunch of new destroyers. We're just going to keep progressing with tech, and then we'll get better destroyers. And probably... I don't know if I'll go for the full 2000s. I quite like ending up with 2,000-ton destroyers. And we may need to, I suspect, as we enter the missile age, these things are going to have more and more mass, but we shall see. He wants to build 18 additional destroyers. If I say we could build half what you're going to say to me. Okay, budget and prestige. Nothing. No budget. Lots of prestige. 18 feels like a lot. Probably the budget's not going to pay for 18 of them. Again, I'm not sure we need 18, but we probably do need at least 9. I mean, I'd love 18 if we could actually afford to have it. Let's go for... I'll build 9 of them. Okay? More bomb improvements. Yeah. Evasion improvements. And Philippine Scout. Excellent. How's your range getting on? It got worse. Are you kidding me? I don't want you to be able to carry bombs. I don't care about the bombs. I mean, you are slightly tougher. But what is this range? I mean, the best one's still 60 miles short. I'm going to take it just partly because it's nice to have a bit more toughness. And it's quite, 69 numerically is a big increase. And these have poor reliability, so at least it's something. But I'm not that happy. They're not even that much faster. Ah, fine. And then next up is our... medium bomber. That fighter fell off the list. Normally you have to kind of do that automatically, but okay. request a new medium bomber, please. And for you, good sir, well, your range is already pretty darn good. And I will probably improve with this, to be honest. What do I want from you? You've already got some nice, yeah, just a bomb load. And I don't even really need toughness, to be honest. Bomb load and range? Yeah. Get me some of that. Oh, Austria and France have remained friends, which is fine. Better torpedoes? Sure, I'll take those. Thank you very much. Okay, scientist doing science things. Better cap, I'll take that. Now when is this check going to happen? Does it tell me? 4 months. Okay, so I'm going to wait like, actually, how long is the design? If I said, just let's say run destroyer, if I can click the right button, auto, yeah, and then I said save and finish. Oh, I think you get one more cancel after this. I say okay, I can say no. 2 months. So really, we've only got 1 more month, then 2 months to build it, and then we've got to lay down 9, which is, you know, as thin as we could make it. So what we'll do is we'll go 1 more month now. Yeah, this should work, he says, hopefully. And then we'll go, we'll now redesign our destroyer. Celebs and Molochus have some upheaval, which I think are out here somewhere. No, in here. That's part of the this islandy chain. I think it's this one. These islands. So we shall absolutely shoulder the burden of setting international order, and we got it. Nice. Okay, I want to see my flag. Haha, beautiful. Nice. Cool. Move over Dutch East Indies. It's a Spanish East Indies. And what have you got for me? You've got me a slight improvement, which has slightly improved firepower and toughness. Okay, I accept it as a slight improvement. Excellent. I like the fact we've got a big Southeast Asia holding. This pleases me. This little block we've got on the go here. And presumably from a foreign station point of view, we're still good. No. We're gonna need a bigger force out there. Oh, but that's fine because we're gonna send. Oh, you're still bombing around foreign stations. We're gonna send these two out there after they've had their upgrades. Let's start by opening design for rebuild here. And you, good sir, we need some more. You need your fire control radar. You're a little bit overweight. There's not a lot we could do about that. Probably just take your A director off. I'm not sure. It's not doing much for you in terms of HA factor, and it's fairly chunky. And then we might just run 20 tons over, to be perfectly honest. I probably also want to give you that. Okay, I think we'll just accept this is what it is. Save and finish. Yep, that's fine. Rebuilder. Puerto Rico. I'm going to rebuild the Baltico as well. Similar type deal. 3 radar limit. We'll go electrical optical and again, yeah, I think we'll not worry about that. -12. In fact, we might even come down to that. Oh, but you're dual purpose as well, and you're bigger dual purpose. That's also fine. Done. Oh, improved main guns. Thank you for telling me. What a really useful pop-up. Yes, I do want improved main guns. Oh, I can't afford all. That would be sorely tempting. Now, is it worth, and we're starting to get into some serious changes now, you know, dropping a turret and putting an all-order? I'm not gonna mess around with it. But it'd be tempting to think about. We'll just do that though. Okay, so then we'll send those guys out to Southeast Asia as well. Beautiful. You're annoying me because you're not in order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you up to the Baltic. And then when you get there, you're going to have to go to the Caribbean and you can come to Northern Europe. So you're so the area is in order. These are important things you have to consider. Good. Okay, we're fairly in the black, but that's just through some rebuilds. We're only 9 months away from our first new battleship. We are about to go heavily in the red for building these destroyers, but then we'll probably just stick them on halt for a little bit. So we do have to build a destroyer, but I think we'll hold off that until next time. So we've got a little bit of tension building. Again, I really want this agreement to expire before we tangle with France again. I'd take an Austro-Hungary France. That's fine. Although there's the route of Germany coming in. We do have Japan on our side. Sorry, Japan. We do have Italy on our side. Woo! That wasn't a massive mistake. And which is fine. So they can maybe prop up against Austro-Hungary, for example, while we deal with France. And then we just have to make sure we end the war before like Germany gets dragged in or something. But that's a lot of what ifs, buts, and maybes. It's been a lot of peace. We're about to head into 1950, which is, you know, strange new world for me. I've not gone beyond that day yet. So I'm starting to looking forward to playing around with that. And we'll kick things off with our destroyer, and let's see if we can stick an anti-ship, an anti-air missile system on it to go. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching another episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio.